Generative NFT avatar projects have dominated the NFT landscape for too long. So today I'm showing you a project that takes that concept and applies it to a really fun looking game and actually steps it up when it comes down to these generative avatars, giving them full animation and a bunch of other cool stats that you guys definitely need to learn about in this play to earn game that is upcoming. Are you ready? Crypto friends, thanks again for joining me. So today we're talking about a play to earn game that is new, that is coming, that is up and coming, and it actually is based off of an Ethereum based 10K generative set of avatars. Now, these aren't your average daily avatars that you guys are maybe used to when it comes to things like Bored Apes or Oni Force or any of these other ones that we've seen here recently. These avatars take things to a whole new level and are really just parts of a great looking strategy game that is coming out pretty soon here. So before we get into all of that though, if you are a lover of gaming and NFTs and earning money in crypto, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and smash on that like button if you want to continue to maximize your gaming and NFT profits with me. That's how we do it together. We do this as a community. We have fun, we play games, we learn, we grow, and with this game, it's going to be no different. So the game that we're talking about and project we're talking about here today is called Voxies. And Voxies is a 10K generative project on Ethereum. But like I said, they've done things a little bit different. And I got to really commend them for it because we've seen a couple of instances of this, but nobody that's really taking it to the level and with the vision and long-term roadmap that this set of developers and development team has. And so that's one of the big bonuses here is the team, which we're going to talk a little bit about here in just a second. But let's go jump in and take a look at Voxies and why they're actually so special. All right, so here we are over at the Voxies website, and as you can see, they're lovable and playable 3D voxel buddies. And I mean, obviously by the name, I'm sure you guys will understand that these are voxel-based characters, right? But they're also, they're 3D based. So we don't see a ton of generative avatars that are 3D, and we also don't see a ton that are fully animated. So all these avatars, these voxel buddies, are all fully animated. They all have attributes that are attached to them because these attributes are going to actually be used inside of the game. And they all actually even get like a really cool little emote that goes along with the avatar itself. So I think that's pretty cool too. Let's go take a look at the gallery so you can get a better idea of what these Voxies actually look like. So we have a bunch here that are kind of like different rarities, and so you can filter them all and kind of see what they kind of look like. But let me go. I'm going to show you guys the pirate. I love pirates, so we're going to start here with the pirates. You can kind of see, you can see exactly what they do here, and they got strength, dexterity, intelligence, luck, armor, movement. These are all going to be used for the actual game itself. So all these were kind of generated based upon different traits, and you can see race, human, skin tone, emotion, hairstyle, hair color, eye color. Then it goes into gear. So you're talking about what kind of gear they're actually wearing, and then you go into different things like personality, environment, things like that. So there's a lot of different things that you could have here attached to these Voxies that are going to be usable in the actual game. So not only are they kind of like cool, interesting, like little Voxies, but avatars, but you can actually go and you can see, like, you can actually get these and download, I believe, them as a static too. So you can see they're kind of these static avatars which kind of come with it. So if you want to use this for your profile picture, you actually get a download of the static version of it too. So you can say, hey, here's the one I have, versus being able to just use the 3D one, which of course wouldn't work for places like Twitter. So here's yet another one. You can see different attributes here for this white mage, and then we got a bunch of other ones here, like let me see, skeleton monsters, pretty cool looking. I love the variety that they have in this, and this guy has like a ton of armor on, and you can see they all have like little different animations and stuff too, which I think is pretty cool. So Monster Effect. So the big thing here is that, you know, this project is not just yet another generative avatar project. This is a very purposeful collection of NFTs that is being developed by a company called Always Geeky Games. Now, these are serious developers. These are not some, like, you know, fly-by-night, you know, anonymous crypto developers. These are developers with 15 plus years of experience in game development, coming from games like Assassin's Creed, Mortal Kombat, and Far Cry 5. So you know for sure they understand what it takes to make an actual good game here. And so the game that they're working on is called Voxy Tactics. So Voxy Tactics is essentially, let's go to Voxy Tactics here and check it out. Game features. I keep hitting on the wrong button there, but so here on Voxy Tactics, you know, basically what this is, and you can see I'm gonna play this video here, but it is like a kind of a Final Fantasy Tactics style. If you guys remember that game, one of my all-time faves in the Final Fantasy series, because it really stepped out of what they had previously done, and so you can get a little bit of an idea here of what the gameplay looks like. But it has a very, you know, unique look, just like Final Fantasy Tactics. Very similar looking game board, you know, and you can actually play as your Voxies. So you'll be able to put together teams, and, you know, maybe you have, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to have every Vox you own on there, but you'll be able to for sure play with your Voxy team there, which I think is going to be pretty interesting. And so you can see here, this is some early gameplay. So they're already in development. This is something that definitely is going to be launched here pretty soon. So you want to make sure you check this out, and if you're interested in something like this, now is the time to be looking at the NFTs before they explode in value as this game is, you know, comes to light, because there are going to be play to earn elements of this game. So you'll be able to play and earn in this game just like you can in some of all these great games. And there's going to be a PvP and a PvE side. Now, what even makes me more bullish on Voxies, and something that I didn't originally know, is that they are going to have an in-game currency called the Voxel token, and this token is actually being designed and helped by the Axie Infinity team. So right there, you know that this is something that is going to have a lot of good synergy and is going to be quite a solid token and offering. So you know the play to earn element is going to be pretty good here, right? So that's something to really look forward to when it comes down to, you know, the different game features. So like we said, very deep strategy and tactical role-playing battles, lots of different bosses. Like I said, you'll be able to do a versus or play against the computer. So, you know, and then it, like I said, you can bring your unique Voxies to life in Tactics and play with your own digital assets. So you can build a team of all Voxies, or maybe you just have one, and it can be kind of like your leader, right? And then, like we said, they're going to be this, you know, this play to earn, right? Free to play and play to earn. So the game will be free, and you'll be able to play to earn, and that combination right there is 100% killer. You know, when we look at Axie Infinity in contrast, or something like the Sandbox, you know, it's not necessarily, you know, these games are, you know, don't have they have components of each other that we want, right? You know, Axie Infinity has a great play to earn element, but it's not free to play. Now, the Sandbox is technically free to play, but we don't really know how the play to earn elements are going to work in a lot of those games, because they're all individual games. But Voxies is like putting them together. So you can kind of think of, you know, Voxies. I wouldn't say Voxies is necessarily a competition for the Sandbox, but it does have a lot of similar feel, and they are going to launch their game a lot sooner. So there is some competition there when it comes to Voxies versus the Sandbox, or versus Axie Infinity. And I'm actually really excited about that, because I like the voxel style, and that's something that I really love about the Sandbox too. They've taken voxels to kind of like a new level. But it really comes down to gameplay, right? They can look cute and look great in Voxy style, but they need to have great gameplay. And I think that, you know, with where the Voxy team is going right now, I do believe, based upon this trailer and some of the other details of this project, that they are going to have that. And they may just, in fact, rival the Sandbox with you know, some of their gameplay and their adoption here. You know, they've taken a very streamlined approach to this, use the same sort of voxel based asset type look, and, you know, really streamlined into this being you know, a really good game to start off with. And who knows what kind of games they may come with that you can use your Voxies in the future. I believe this is just the beginning for the Voxy team and for Always Geeky Games. So definitely something you guys want to check out here when we get going on this, if you haven't already. So I hope that you guys like my breakdown there of the Voxys project and the Voxy Tactics game that is coming out soon, and all the play to earn elements for it, and why I think that, you know, it could actually rival the Sandbox in a couple of different ways. And when it comes to, you know, long-term viability and, you know, gameplay and having a lot of fun in it. So let me know what you guys think about Voxys, if it's something that you would like to play, if you are into the kind of tactics strategy style game that it is looking up to be, or you want something a little bit more casual and social. I would love to hear your thoughts there in the comments. If you think the Sandbox social aspects are going to overtake the Voxy Tactic assets, or if you think the gameplay of Voxy Tactics looks a lot better than anything you've seen thus far for the Sandbox. That's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that crypto.